was born in the town that Les Paul is from, Waukesha, Wisconsin. I remember going to the high school talent show with my friends, and there was a band playing there. I was watching them play, and I was like, man, I would love to do that. We had an old acoustic with action that big. I remember I tried to learn Black Sabbath, Electric Funeral. My dad walks in and he's like, there you go, you're playing guitar. And I said, yeah, but this isn't the right sound, it's an acoustic. I need an electric guitar. And he goes, all right, if you learn this riff on the acoustic, we'll go to the store and we'll get you an electric. 20 minutes later, I had the riff. About 2 weeks after I started playing guitar, I had my electric, and my mom comes in the room and she goes, there's a thing that happens on Sundays at this bar down the street. It's called an open jam. You get to play with a band. I said, well, if I get better, maybe I could go there and do that. That could be a great goal. And she goes, well, maybe we should just go down there and check it out. We go down to this bar. My mom orders me a Coke, and she goes to the bartender, my son plays guitar. He would love to get on stage. And I look at her, I'm like, are you kidding me? There's no way. I get up on stage, and the guy looks at me and he goes, we're playing an E. And the only thing I knew about an E was that the low string and the high string were E's. And then we're halfway through this blues jam, and he goes, take a solo. So I went up there to the high E, and it was like ding, 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 you know? And after the solo, everyone started clapping. And at that moment, man, I was hooked. I was hooked to the blues. I wanted to be on stage. And, you know, it fueled my desire as a 15-year-old kid trying to figure out, you know, the next step in my life. So when I moved to Los Angeles, I saw a poster on the wall and it said, Gibson presents the Les Paul Tribute Contest. And the contest was judged by Carl Verheyen of Supertramp, Paul Gilbert, and guys from Guitar Player magazine, and one guy in particular, his name was Phil. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't like contests. I was like, but I'm gonna do it. And I won the contest. I meet Phil and he said, hey man, I got a studio here in LA. Why don't you come, bring some guys and you can start jamming. About a week and a half after being there, 2 weeks, I was with the band and all of a sudden the door creaks open. I hear, who are you? And it's Steven Tyler. He said, oh, we're in the back studio, Aerosmith making a record, come hang out with us. So next thing you know, I'm hanging out with Aerosmith. That contest was the moment that really sparked the catalyst of where I am today. I'm originally left-handed. I was playing like a lefty. And my guitar teacher, he looked at me and he goes, dude, what are you doing? You gotta flip the guitar. Okay, so I flip it like this. And I start playing with my thumb. And he goes, man, if you're gonna be a guitar player, you have to use a pick. There was this piece of me that would always take the pick and hide it and use my fingers, and the neck pickup would always get in the way and the toggle switch. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna pull it out. And there was a big hole in my guitar, but I could finally finger pick. When I was trying to build this ultimate Frankenstein Les Paul dream guitar in my head, I was thinking about pickups. Seymour Duncan was the first pickup I ever heard about. So for me, I've known about Duncan and that kind of lineage to pickups and modification since the beginning. And the fact that I took a Duncan and I said, this is the one that's going in my guitar, because I knew the comfort, the feel, the tone, it worked the best for me. And it's always been Duncan. One of the things that I would suggest to anyone that's trying to become a guitar player, be true to yourself, play what you love. Because at the end of the day, when the dust settles, the only thing that you're gonna really, really remember, at least for me, is the music.